you doing? It's Coach Cletus, your motivational speaker, your empowerment coach, your author, and your favorite baker's favorite baker.
So please I know we can't give applause, give him some thumbs up, give him some thumbs up, give him some heart. Wait till you see the hearts come through. They look real cute. There we go. Give him some thumbs up, give him some hearts, and I'm gonna let the ladies introduce themselves.
It's just amazing that when you're intentional and purposeful, how the universe will line up and things will go the way you want. Your dreams will be fulfilled.
It's just amazing to see what these dogs can do and how they change lives. And you know, I'm raising my third dog now, and people say, how do you give them up? And then you look at how they change somebody's life and you say, how can I not raise them and give them up? I mean, it hurts. I still cry some days about my second dog and my third one maybe leaving me in the next year or so. But you look at the difference they make and you wonder, how can you not give them up? So
nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That's a blessing to have a huge impact on someone else also.
It is. And I have been in nonprofit work for probably 25 years now. I clearly started when I was 5. But
I want to know how you got the name DJ Bliss.
Well, I could make up a cool story and say Bliss is happy. My music makes people happy. That's the that's the story I'll tell. But that's really not how it happened. The name has.
Man, well, you caught me without my organ.
No,
you know,
I said I wish you had something. I said, whoa.
Try to force people, you know, into things that aren't their passion. You know what I mean? If it comes naturally to you, it comes naturally to you. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
You'll gravitate toward it that much easier.
Maybe later, you know, maybe later if you decide you want to come back to it, that's, you know, well, that's that, you know.
Yeah.
The other thing
he said we want to do 2 sprint races next year.
Okay.
Care to join us?
I got something to do that day. I mean, where's the calendar's right there? It's already marked. I got something to do. See, yeah, ask me way sooner than that.
Next year?
I'm booked.
You booked? Okay.
I am
All
booked.
right.
You know. I'll see.
Scared.
I'll see if I can juggle some things.
Are we scared?
Wow. And we're gonna end this live. Thank you for coming in.
Well,
why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Owner operator along with my wife Lynette of Spice Grill Caterers.
Okay.
Also the operator of the Spice Grill Mobile, which is a mobile food trailer for concession events. Consider myself an entrepreneur chef.
Okay.
You know what I mean? As someone who's just, you know, I provide chef services to market our business and, you know, to satisfy any customers that are interested in any.
Explain to us any inspirations that you got going on, or that inspired you to do the things that you're doing now.
Inspirations is my family, man. My wife. I want to be great. I want to set the greatness for my children. I want my children. I want to start generational wealth. I want to start legacy.
Like that.
You know,
that.
So I definitely want my son and them to see that you can start your own business. You believe in yourself. You can be creative. Don't be afraid. We do shirts.
Okay.
I got to tell you that too. My brother, he's a partner with me. We do shirts.
With your logo on it?
Yeah, we do
show
shirts with the logo.
Show me logo. Show what you got.
With the logo on it. You know, we got PJ St. Pat.
I've learned a lot from not only your lives, but just from conversations. I mean, we done been down some roads together.
We have. We have.
We've shared a lot of late night conversations, early morning conversations while you at work. You know, not only your life situations, but mine as well. So
both been vulnerable.
Absolutely, and it takes a. We look at things from a perspective as an adult.
We had this is going back to the last topic on you wanting to open up having a venue or a home for foster kids, and you're gonna make your husband pay for all of that too.
Yes, that is correct. So
and hesitate.
No shade. We ain't giving you no shade. We bring you all light, all truth. That's what it's all about. No shade, all light. Now, like you said, this book was written. This book is special.
For me, and he did a wonderful job that I thought that he should come back more often, because he actually sold more jewelry than I usually do. So I was like, I might have to bring him back again.
How often did you spoil Clee? He ain't spoiled.
That's his problem. I am the one that probably spoiled him the most. So that is his problem?
A learning experience. I think it teaches me a lot of skills, like networking, promotion, just learning how to talk to people.
Quote unquote, call a regular person
a nerd. That's what we call it. As you become a nerd. Nerd is NARP, non-athletic regular person. That's basically just people.
Special guest coming to the lab next week, right before Christmas. You know who that special guest is? You have to tune in and see. So that name, you like how I played that?
I would love to see my books, brought to life. I
Yeah.
want to see that. Yeah.
I think that's any author's dream that writes creative writing. Yeah, to actually see it come to life is like a dream come true.
Mm-hmm. You're exactly right.
In the surrounding areas, we bring amazing people on like Coach Clee to talk about his book. Just this last Sunday, we had he's running for mayor of Baltimore. We had Dr. Fred Newsom in the house. Okay. We've had Tamala Mann on. We've had, we've had Tina Campbell. We've had amazing.
I know that, I think that if I would have not got hurt and if I would not have had my first son, I definitely think I would have, got to play in the NBA for a while and had a pretty decent career because I really, I really was at a point where pushing myself and I wasn't going to settle for not,
Right.
And I wake up every day like I'm broke. I wake up every day like I'm broke, man. I gotta wake up and grind like I'm broke. I don't care. Like, I don't got it. I don't got it to give. I don't care if I got 5 restaurants in the next 3 years. I ain't got it to give, man. But you gotta wake up every day like you're broke. You gotta hustle like you're broke. You gotta keep chasing. You gotta chase your dream. And never continue to rebrand yourself. Like I gotta rebrand House of Eagles. Like
Do better. I said you're too smart to let that be your narrative. I said you could do better. So I didn't know, because you leave it. I said, all right. She was like, okay, but she was a little upset and her friends was talking and they were still doing the thing. Yeah.
My favorite thing to do is I have a business called Black Mermaids.
Okay.
Where I sell, I'm basically an entrepreneur.
Mm-hmm.
So
I like that.
Right. So I write books and I also sell them on my website. I also work for a Black woman-owned marketing and media firm called Perry Media Group.
Mm-hmm.
So I divide my labor between those two enterprises.
Okay, nice. And I'm pretty sure that keeps you busy, doesn't it?
Keeps me super busy. It keeps me focused. Keeps me walking in my purpose.
Crazy to think that I've had kids that I have as freshmen that are graduated. I have guys that were in elementary school when I started coaching and now are coming into high school. It's crazy, but I just want to pay it forward and give the lessons that were taught to me and give it to them.
Somebody else who wasn't thought about, that we minimize somebody else's pain out here who doesn't get to see themselves represented, who doesn't get asked a question. So I think that's really the heart of our work, and it's doing it on multiple levels. Like we can't always just do it on the individual level. And I'm challenged with this all the time. We can say things like, oh, people's hearts, or we just need to be kind to each other. And
Yo, what's going on? Facebook friends, Facebook family. I have a special treat for you today. I got a good friend of mine, Tony Champong. I'll introduce him in a minute. Say what up to the people, man.
What's up? How's everybody doing out there?
Thank you for coming through. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. I wouldn't miss it for the world. Right now, it's your motivational speaker, your empowerment coach, your author, and your favorite baker's favorite baker coming at you live and direct. And you know the rules. If you don't already know them, I give it out every single time. You know what the rules are? Kind of put him on the spot. He didn't know that one was coming. But yeah, this is the rules. I need to know what the energy level's like. I need to know what kind of energy we're going to have, okay? All right. So today, I need to know if most people's mind.
But it keeps me doing positive things. Again, it's important to continue making an impact where I can, and hopefully being an inspiration to our youth and others to get out there and give back when they can. Because it's not about, financially, sometimes folks don't have to give back, but sometimes just taking time out of your day.
Oh yeah, we make sense.
I see. So how you've been been doing photography professionally since 2011. Is that correct?
No, I've been
Or
doing 2018.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
And so, what events have you done so far?
I've done a lot of photo shoots within the Lancaster area. I just did a photo shoot to help kind of build up my portfolio. I did the event for Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. Just want to give a shout out to all my sorors.
Those experiences are things that go forward with them for the rest of their life. They never forget those experiences, man. Like I said, when I was younger, and I used to watch Frank Morris cut hair. You know, I never forgot that. You know what I mean?
Hey yo, it's DJ K, Slay the Drama King. I'm in the building with Young Ra. Name of this joint is called Inshallah, featuring Chase, produced by Todd J. You already know what it is. Let's go.
Oh God. I told her be my peace, I'm already from Detroit. Shut up. Look, I told wifey not to worry, we gon' make it big. And I'ma give you all and more and take care of my kids. Lately, Lady Luck been showing up between her and praying.
He threw you out there, not me. You have any other inspirations or goals that you would like to share with people? Some things that inspire you?
So,
What's that?
inspire me is really to see young people do better than we are.
Okay.
And do better can mean a lot of different things. I know you coach. So coaching isn't about just winning the game, but giving life lessons to make them successful no matter where they go. So that's why I love to mentor. I love to teach young people. Because I really do think they're going to do things that we haven't even dreamed of.
Exactly.
And
World
or they're going to
tourism.
take care of us as we get older.
Yeah, I hope so.
So they're going to be our future leaders, our politicians, our lawyers, in all the different fields. So if we can support them and push them, that's some of my goals. How I do it, encourage them to do what we've done.
Okay.
And that really is step out your comfort zone.
Yes, we talk about that often.
They don't have to wait till you become an adult to do something that's just so different than what people expect you to do. So if they want to write a book, why do you have to be
one into its entirety? The reason behind that is it helps bring me closer to those individuals mentally and, and understand where they're coming from. But one thing that I've realized from jumping around, reading different quotes and parts of the book from each of them and their own little storylines, is that all four tend to go back to one common factor. They're all centered. They all have their own.
Like, I don't do that brother type thing, but my kids can come to me about anything. And one thing I taught them is, and it's no disrespect, my mom's listening. I never learned about bad credit and different things like that. Everything was just trial and error.
Yeah.
So one thing I taught my kids is save something. When you work, save a percentage of that, never touch it. Like, when my kids move out, I don't want them to get an apartment. Go get you a piece of property because that's something you can have. You don't got to go buy no
educators, and I'm happy to talk to you again. Realistically, I really am. Get us a little bit caught up. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, hi everybody, Clee and Shayla. Thank you so much for having me. My name is Tiki Farr Walker, and I am the CEO of the Farr Agency. I am a board certified credit repair specialist, and I am here to improve the lives of people who don't know anything about credit, know little about credit, have bad credit, have things that they might need to, just some pointers to bring their credit score up.
So not just to buy a house, not just to buy a car, not just to life insurance. Your life insurance rates are based on your credit rating.
First of all, you're not going to get a loan from a bank. And I haven't seen it happen, that they loan new businesses. You have to have some type of record. So it's usually about 2 years, right?
2 years.
So the first thing I tell, and I do a class on this, the first thing I tell people who are doing this is, first of all, you got to build your team. So make sure on your team you have a banker, accountant, a tax person, but the banker is very important because, when people go to the bank and get a loan, when they go into that loan officer, the loan officer is not the one who makes the loan happen, but they are the one that fight for the loan.
Well, if their friends or family can't, invest in them, whatever city that they live in, they can look up what's called angel investors.
Okay.
Okay. Now, the purpose of an angel investor, all they do is buy into businesses.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? If you ever watch Shark Tank, that's kind of how it works.
That's the same theory.
Yeah, there ain't.
The problem is how much work smart and so much work hard. And it's not really hard, it's working well. Interesting. That you go and you fix something. And you get that reward of, I just fixed something. What clients or businesses do you cater to?
Oh wow, so we cater to a variety of businesses. We cater to a variety of size, variety of net worth.
Okay.
But guess what?
What's up?
They all are treated the same.
Okay.
We have the brand, which is Premier Family. All of our clients, they get the personal touch.
Okay.
And we make sure that, again, we're incorporating their goals, and we want them to know that we appreciate and that we're of service to them and that they're part of the brand family.
Want them to do it. So find what your passion is. It can be a lot of different organizations and a lot of different work. A lot of nonprofits need people just to answer the phone and sort the mail. They don't have the resources to necessarily pay that. Others would like to, get their hands dirty. Packing food or reading to kids.
There's a question out there for a website, for contact information, the website and all that.
So yes, Carter's Drink to Shrink. So it's the number 2. Carter's Drink to Shrink at .com. Basically, I was gonna say the email is Carter's Drink to Shrink at gmail.com. And our phone number, I love this because I just got the 800 number, is 1-833-2-SHRINK. 1-833-2-SHRINK. Yes.
And that will be put in the comments section, and it'll also be posted above. About give us a little foundation on Chicken Bone Beach.
Sure, I don't mind talking about Chicken Bone Beach because Chicken Bone Beach led me to the second book.
Right.
I actually stumbled upon one her story along with researching Chicken Bone.
It's a great untold story that people need to hear.
Exactly.
And that's I think it's turned out pretty well.
Yeah. And the thing is even today, about 20 minutes before we came here, I get another correspondence from your lodge, and that's now been
started working on myself. It's like I can working on my own dream. Yeah, it's like I'm creative. I can draw. I can do other things. I have a business mind. At the point I had my MBA, I'm like, okay, I can. Yeah, why don't I do my own thing? So I started Lions Art and Media Productions in around 2014 to 2015. And so it's a graphics art company. Okay. I do logos, all types of commissions.
I know you were talking about that a little bit.
And thinking about all you done for me. I wanna stay in your world, 'cause I want you right here with me.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why I got the show, because I got the
Old time. I guess I'm kind of like Batman a little bit. My Bruce Wayne. Full time, I'm an electrical engineer for the Navy. And that was I got an engineering degree from Temple University in 2006. By day, that's what I do by day, and then by night I turn into Debo. Man, it's also a full time job. I do booking and marketing for my band. But my favorite thing to do, I write, I compose, and I, besides performing music, I do all that. And I've recorded 3 albums thus far, so it's going pretty good. Yeah.
Would you have any advice to anyone that's trying to kick the doors open in that same business?
Oh, I give that kind of advice all the time. Just stay positive and believe in yourself. If you have a fear of public performance, read the Bible.
We need to listen to the dialogue that is going on. Whether the discourse of that dialogue be favorable or unfavorable, there are takeaways from everything. And we learn from everything.
keep to your grind and stay focused. And I think that that's critical for any 12-year-old or for any adult. And that's some of the best advice that I've been given, by people who I look up to and inspire to continue to get to the level of where they're at. But I think that's the critical one in this day and era is not paying attention to what other people say or failure. To me, failure is a lesson, right? So
it is a lesson.
You
True
fail,
lesson.
and you learn from that.
You do.
And so
through everything I've been through, faith. It's people can say have faith, and you be like, yeah, okay, faith, whatever. Yeah, I got faith, but you just don't know until you go through something how your faith is tested. And I think at one point I was just like, God, whatever you decide, that's what it is. Because there were things that I just thought I would never come out of. There are things that my doctors you should not have come out.
Wow.
So therefore, I was like, it's just faith. And
you're going to end up at a hotel or sleeping on a family member's couch or whatever.
Things you don't even think of sometimes.
Yep. So we put those in there because they don't have a chance to grab a toothbrush or toothpaste or any of those things. I even put small containers of laundry detergent in there as well in case they needed to do their laundry at the hotel. And I'm going to drop off a survivor basket tonight.
As a mentor and engaged in other activities?
Definitely. Like I said, it's a release. I don't like to take my work home, and I don't like to take home to work. I keep them separate.
Yeah, that's important.
So that release gives me that.
Some of your experiences with my personal experiences have kind of helped me have a more positive outlook on things.
Wow.
So I want to thank you personally.
Absolutely. I want to thank you right back.
I hope, it not only how it affected me, but hopefully now I could take what I've learned and what I'm talking about to have a positive impact on somebody else.
Yes, man. Thank you. It comes full circle. This is not scripted, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
We now do the 500 men reading, and we have men come from all walks of life that are a part of this event in March. And it's an honor just to see the men come together and read to these kids. The first time I read to a classroom, it got such of adrenaline rush because it was like, wow, I'm giving back. And you have the attention of these kids that are looking in. And me as being a black man, going into the presence of a lot of these kids, some of them don't have fathers, some of them don't have the men in their life. So when they see you, it's like, wow, this is a man that looks like me that's coming to take time to read. So
thank you.
I enjoyed your book.
Oh man.
March 4th. I loved it. It was inspiring, and we didn't talk about this, but man, to read your story, your journey, and how you were persistent and you had a goal and you wouldn't let it, stop you, different things stop you from achieving it. It was inspiring.
Thank you.
So
thank you very
thank
much.
you. It was a really good read, and I encourage anybody to check it out. They're going to learn something. So
Man, there we go. Thank you very much. I appreciate that very, very, very much.
Yeah.
That was
that's okay. I know what you did.
I got the weird book. I'm sorry.
I actually I had a book signing a couple weeks ago at Barnes & Noble. Coming up, I really have been focused from the nonprofit's perspective on, I've assembled my board. We had our first board meeting in February.
A guy like me, I'm very busy. So sometimes, I think people take advantage or don't appreciate when a busy person will lend them their ear.
All the future generations of boys and girls. This book it got illustration to it. It got heartfelt words, exciting words. So help create with the mind. Like for example, one of the poems is called Rules. Rules promote.
When I worked for the Commonwealth and I was a hearing examiner and I watched people come in, they would come in without an attorney. And a lot of times they were just struggling to defend their case without an attorney. And I know sometimes they think, well, I can't afford a lawyer. Just ask. You might be surprised at what you can afford, or an attorney who's willing to work with you through the financial situation. You don't want to go in unprepared or without representation.
Very true.
Do this. You always have those couple kids
who are just not with it, and they make it known. Yeah, I don't want to do this, and then it starts spreading, and so that is so true. Like, I want to work with people who want to do it, who are there,
and it becomes a fun and energetic environment.
So that's definitely great.
Everything, and keeps money, money to kind of keep doing things for the kids is, just purchase something. You know what I'm saying? So if you love what I'm doing, you love what we've been talking about here through this broadcast, you can go to rawsportsapparel.com, grab a t-shirt, hat, gym bag, anything. If you're interested in Too Raw for the Streets, like my old DVD series, I actually re-released those. They're on the store now.
Okay.
They're on the online store now. You go there, got digital downloads, all the hip hop stuff, rap battles, all that kind of stuff. And rawsports.tv, that'll. It's pretty much self-explanatory. If you just log on right now after the broadcast,
it's right on the header too.
Yep, just click on it.
So it's real. If you want to step into this arena, understand you do have a skill set. What I learned is that you gotta actually plug into other people to help you along the way.
Networking, absolutely.
And nothing greater than when I went to
right. See it being, turn out to what it has become. But the future's bright, and I'm just thankful, to actually, work in the field that I actually enjoy.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
Yeah, it's a blessing, definitely.
All right. Need any assistance? How would they be able to get in contact with you?
Yeah, you can just reach out. You can go to www.d2trainingsolutionsllc.com. There's some information on there where you get in contact, or you can reach straight out to me at dbuxton@d2trainingsolutionsllc.com.
Or home, I keep my phone off. I have children. I like to let them see my face. And so it's very important. Time management is very important. You make time for what's important to you. And so as a business owner, sometimes you cannot control when things come up. When things happen, you have to, deal with them. Certain situations.
Outside of any viruses, or I don't want to use this as a product to, scare people into using it, but outside of any viruses, have you ever gone to a restaurant and ordered food? They took your money, put it in a cash register, gave you change, and then went and touched your food. Even with gloves on, it's still disgusting. You're touching dirty money. You're in a cash register touching more dirty money, and then you go and grab my food and give it to me.
It's a blessing to create that environment for them to work and to reach their goals. Okay. I would like to. I don't see myself stop doing hair, but if I could do hair a little bit less and encourage other women to meet their goals and strive, then that would be awesome.
Segue away from this real quick because you already took a sip, but I want you to take a sip of that Stark Delicious water you've been sipping on right there. Toast. Cheers, Saloon. There you go.
In order for me to have a genuine conversation with someone, approaches everything. Your tones are everything.
Yeah.
And when, especially young men, they have, men period, we have a hard time opening up to people. And God put in my spirit, and my wife helped me with my motto. I tell them from the door, there's no judgment.
At the end of the day, I did what I had to do to get it done. I graduated high school with 3.4 and worked every day to try and get myself to the point I've seen myself at the lows and I've seen myself at the highs. So for whenever I look at sports and see it, I say, okay, how can I transition this off the field as well?
Type of obstacle. It doesn't matter. It's always going to happen. There's always going to be something that comes up, and you just have to keep pushing. If you really want it, you'll just keep pushing, and you'll be able to do anything you want to.
See, the most of the recruiters that I've really reached out to are actually from HBCUs, because there's a movement right now that we're trying to up the enrollment of HBCU colleges, and so basically the HBCUs are going to be out there and they're going to recruit. They're going to have all kind of information, and they're going to do the best they can do to get your child into an HBCU.
Okay, nice. I see
our police commissioner, Commissioner Carter, and the mayor to double down on relationships in the community and try to build that bridge. Fire does a great job, and so we're trying to step up and do the same as well. So we hosted our second National Night Out this year as a department. National Night Out is held every first Tuesday of August nationwide. It's an opportunity where law enforcement can connect better with the community.
It helped me to like learn how to write good, crisp dialogue and interaction because I can separate things.
Yeah.
Nothing ever sounds like. None of my characters ever sound like.
You can differentiate.
They're all they're all different. So I'm glad I was able to experience that kind of upbringing.
Give her some heart. Wait till you see these hearts come through. They look real cute too. And yeah, I said real cute because everyone makes fun of me for saying real cute. Yup. Absolutely. Thank you for tuning in. Tammy, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, please?
Well, I'm born and raised in Harrisburg.
Told you. They look real cute.
Born and raised in Harrisburg, but I don't, like I've seen other guests, I don't talk a lot about myself. But what I will say is I'm a naysayer of negativity. I'm an encourager. I'm a cheerleader. I'm an overcomer of objectives and obstacles. And like you said, I'm a mom. That's my biggest accomplishment in life. So yeah, to a high schooler, a middle schooler, and a kindergartner. So y'all pray for me, please.
Well, yeah, all
These
levels.
gray hairs. Y'all pray for me. What else? What else you want to know? So I graduated from Temple University with 2 degrees in business, entrepreneurship, and actuarial science and risk management.
Okay.
Say that 3 times.
I can't. I'm not even gonna say it once. So
Okay.
I'm messed up.
And I'm pursuing it.
I basically had at one point 5 jobs, and everybody saw me. They was like, "Yo, you like a Jamaican?" And I said, "Yeah, mom,
Jack of
I
all
am.
trades. That's why I said he was always
so
doing something.
always learning and trying to do stuff. I worked for Kids Foot Locker. I was a street sweeper, and people saw me in the clubs.
remember that.
And I used to
Yeah.
ride around the street sweeper at nighttime. Man, that was crazy. They'd be like, "I'll be at Ross's." And I'm at the job, getting paid. Don't see that, Coach Nah. Well, you might get me now. Yeah, I'll be at the jaws jigging. So basically, I was doing that. I was helping a friend of mine out with her reception, taking her on errands.
And I was like, that's why this is on here. And, so I remember we were driving to my girlfriend's house. And the music is playing. I'm listening to Jay-Z. And I'm jamming. Now, my son's in the back, and he's jamming, too. We driving, we jamming. He's dancing, I'm dancing. And then when the song went off, my son said, "You know what, Mom? When I grow up, I'm going to be like Steve." And I was like, "Wait, what?" He said, "I'm going to be like Steve." He's like, "I'm not going to cuss. And I'm not going to call women bad names." And until then, I hadn't thought about what he was listening to while he was with me. So, that evening we got home and I took the plate off from my car and I thought about what he said, and I thought about how it's important to put positive role models in front of your kids because
it's almost like you're paying into a bank. And over time, later on in life, you can get lots of residuals out of that. Depending on what you sell it for and those parameters, you can reap great benefits. Like I told the kids today, if you have a house and you pay it off and you sell it when you get older, you can move to Florida with that if you'd like to.
My favorite book is 48 Laws of Power.
Okay. Why is that?
The reason I say that is because it taught me really how to maneuver in this world. I learned a lot from my father and a lot of the male figures in my life. And then when I take that and add it over to the stuff that I learned from the 48 Laws of Power, I feel like it just really put me over the top.
Okay.
I was able to maneuver differently through a lot of situations where in the past, if I haven't read it, I would have reacted differently. So I feel like it made me more mature as an individual and as a businessman. And
I think back in like 2013.
Okay.
Or whenever Beyonce came up with her Sasha Fierce, when she revealed that. So I was like, okay, so Quanisha needs a stage name. So I had a stage name in college, and it was Dancer Box.
Oh, okay.
So it was like, since I'm such an introverted person, I tried to change.
Who do you transform?
My second biggest accomplishment would be graduating college.
Yeah. I graduated from Indiana University of Pennsylvania with a bachelor's degree in accounting. What's funny is a lot of my kids don't know that. And it's not something that
I didn't know that.
You don't, it's not something that when I don't have to tell you, but I tell you because I want to motivate you, because I want you to do the same. And coming out of high school, I'm not going to lie, I did not think about college at all. College was not on my radar. I didn't think about it at all.
Months ago, I've asked you during it was a dark time. I know. I want to give him another shout out too, a personal shout out, because he was one of the few friends that he was aware of this untimely separation. Me and my wife, and he was one of the ones who I talked to, and he gave me some real good advice. And he was an ear. Basically, he was a good ear that I needed to have at that time. Jamal was another one, and one of the piece of advice that he gave me was have a plan. No matter what, have a plan and work your plan. And this is actually part of the process of that plan because it had me venting. So I want to thank you for that platform. Some of this is because of you.
Hey,
thank
man.
you very much.
My pleasure, man.
And with that being said, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Wow, man. I'm Steve Early. I'm an Oakland Raider fan. You know, everybody get a picture of that. Tag, like, and share. You know, I'm a regular.
We both had the same goal, but how to get there was different. But I think now we found our lanes. So like he's more hands-on and I'm more behind the scenes. And Camp Swag's more like my baby, and the CPR and therapy is his. So I help behind the scenes, and then even with Camp Swag, like he just jumps in when I'm like, hey, we need this. He just jumps right in, like, you know, no problem. And then when he's better, I mean, honest with you, like I love the kids, but he's better with the kids. So when we go to the actual events, like he's better connecting, you know what I mean, because of his education, you know what I mean? So we just found our lanes, and it's cool now. Like we're good now, but it was Steve. It was rough at the beginning. It was rough.
It's a constant need to reevaluate, reevaluate, and assess the situation all over again.
1992 is when Toby introduced me to radio. Okay. But like I said, about 10, 11 years ago, as Toby began to get sick, he started not being able to come into the station, and the officials told me, we're going to give it to you. Okay. And so it's been about 10, 11 years that I've been doing it, and now Jay's been with me for 6 years.
That's how we look at it. We don't have people coming to our church to hold them and squeeze them like Elvira. You know what I'm saying? Till they got X's on their eyes. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no earthly good to nobody, you know? No, but we want to disciple. We want to disciple, and we want to continue to have people come in, but we want to have them also have the mind to go back out. Because if we're not doing anything to get out, then it's all for nothing.
Got you.
And I am here.
Yes, you are. I am is a powerful phrase.
It is. So say that, believe that, embrace that. Embrace your magic, ladies. You have a whole lot of magic. Sprinkle it on some folks.
Please do.
I'm sorry,
Some
you
positive.
didn't say that?
No, that's okay. Baker here in Allentown at Union Baptist Church. With my cousin, I got to see him. Last time I think I saw you preach, I think it was probably during the family reunion that took place when we went to Dorney Park in July, and it was hot.
That was when Uncle Benny and them was up here.
That's what, 10 years plus, maybe?
That's at least 10 years.
Yeah.
Man, that's a long time.
That's when I could wear swimming trunks faithfully.
Don't let that much time go by before you come back up here again.
I won't.
And don't let that much time go by before you come to the U. Like I said, check out our Facebook page, Union Baptist Church on Facebook. Check me out every week. It's not just me, it's the whole church. But if you want to hear me preach, all of y'all just say, I'm coming up. But some of y'all ain't still. You've been telling me, I'm coming up. 15 years I've been here. You ain't been here yet. Where you at? What's up?
He's waiting. He's waiting. Thank you, Linda. Linda's on.
Linda, I'm looking at your daughter.
You know, so they pull out their phones, and you get 9 people around the table, just kind of, you know, and that breaks down the building the bonds right there. If everybody put those phones down and just hey, how's your family doing? You know, things like that. That's where we build those engagements. Sitting here like this, that doesn't do it. So we gotta be.
That's a good place. Parents that don't know about that, there is another support out there. It's called Parent to Parent, and they will hook you. They will link you to parents dealing with the same disability. Maybe if you're divorced and you're doing this alone. You know,
so there's
supports out there. There's supports out there.
But I remember one time in particular, man, Max said, "Chris, you gonna try to touch that ceiling?" I said, "I'm gonna touch it." Man, I got a running start, and it was a drop ceiling just like this. And one day I jumped and I pushed the whole ceiling up, and they were like, "Whoa, Chris!" They gave me, a couple dollars and stuff like that.
Elated,
man.
weren't you?
Yeah, I was. I finally hit that ceiling, But just guys like that.
Yeah, this breakthrough. It's a breakthrough moment.
It's a breakthrough. Oh man. So I was.
This is really good because now you can just come to me. I can keep on my sweatpants and my pajamas, and I cast it to my TV, and boom.
It's right there. So, and that's leading me at one of my other questions.
We do. We benefit the masses and not just the chosen few. Personally, I could have been rich taking the deals. I could have been rich selling out. I could have been rich, but I would have been rich in pockets, but not in deeds and action, not in my soul. I still got my soul.
Yeah.
In Yonkers, New York for 4 years. And then I became what's called a flight chief, which is simply a supervisor of a team of recruiters. And I did that in Brooklyn, New York for 4 years. And then I came to our group headquarters out here in Pennsylvania, and I've been here.
Where they cried. And also part two of the question, have your kids or anyone who looks up to you, whether it's niece, nephew, kids that we've coached or any kind of guardian that we have any kind of guardianship over, have they seen us cry? I can answer that quickly.
The main thing that I always put out was, hey, I know you guys are here to learn, but I'm also here to learn from you, because experience is the biggest teacher. So those things that
going on, check it out. All right, this is Coach Cleese, your motivational speaker, your empowerment coach, your author, and your favorite baker's favorite baker, coming at you with the Coach Cleese Coach 'em Up moment from the lab. We sat down, we had the pen and the pad, we got the urban connection right here, and we can only leave. There's only one more thing that we have to do. She's a little nervous. Is she gonna do it right? She already knows what it is. Oh, she's doing the money dance, and we're leaving with the money dance. Thank you for tuning in. We love you. Have a wonderful night. Peace. Peace. Money dances hit you all in your face.